Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up on the news, Governor Pillen delivers his first State of the State address, covering an array of topics, including funding for education.
Plus, the U.S. has announced it's sending tanks to Ukraine after nearly a year of fighting the war.
It's just insane that it's that close.
Police finding multiple explosive devices in Northwest Lincoln early this morning. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Lincoln police evacuated an apartment building this morning over the suspected explosives.
And they're still working to determine who all was involved. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleiter has more details in our top story tonight.
Police say 2 men are in custody after finding several explosives in a car and in the apartment behind me in Northwest Lincoln Wednesday morning. They say at around 1 a.m. an officer stopped a vehicle near Northwest 7th Street and West Cornhusker Highway for not having license plates. The driver, a 23-year-old Lincoln man, was arrested on suspicion of possessing meth. During a search of the vehicle, the officer then found 2 explosives.
He was in the military. He recognized the suspicious nature of it. We also have training in regards to looking at these devices in the academy as well as ongoing training. That when something is suspicious like that, you need to back out because you don't know what it is, because it could be very dangerous.
The Lincoln Fire Department bomb squad was called in to safely detonate the explosives. Police say they then found the 24-year-old man who owned the vehicle at his apartment near Northwest 8th Street and West Cornhusker Highway. That apartment was evacuated for public safety, and the bomb squad then searched inside and found 2 to 3 more explosives, according to Chief Ewens. Police remained at the scene throughout the day and continued investigating the apartment. Chief Teresa Ewens said they will not be naming any of the suspects until the investigation is complete, and they're also asking anyone with information to contact them. Reporting in Lincoln, this is Matthew Mittleiter, Channel 8 News.
Thank you, Matthew. In other crime news, Lincoln police are searching for the suspects in several other incidents around town.
We began with a clothing store near 13th and F. Take a look here. The woman seen here went behind the cash register and removed more than $2,000 from it. This all happened on January 9th when employees were not looking. Lincoln police are hoping someone recognizes her and gives them a call. On the same day earlier this month, police are asking for information after a trailer was stolen near 6th and Calvert Streets. A maroon Ford Explorer, an Eddie Bauer edition, is seen on surveillance video. Pulling up, police say two people get out of the car and put the trailer to the back of the vehicle, attach it, and take off. If you have any information on either of these incidents, you can make an anonymous tip to Lincoln Crime Stoppers. There's a number 402-475-3600 or at lincolncrimestoppers.org. Well, today, Governor Jim Pillen talked about his priorities for Nebraska at his first State of the State address. His priorities include cutting taxes and spending more on our kids. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us live with more on what are some of his proposals. Veronica?
A lot of the conversation today revolved around funding schools in Nebraska and investing in education. But one of the specific proposals opened a debate on whether the state should be funding private schools. Pillen proposed millions in state's appropriations for scholarships for kids who want to attend private schools. He says regardless of income, parents with children who don't find a good fit in a public school should have other options.
I'm recommending a $50 million investment for scholarships for Nebraska kids whose needs are best met outside of public education. Opportunity Scholarship tax credits will provide scholarships for kids who live in poverty, foster care systems, and those with special needs.
This proposal had immediate reaction from Democrats. Opponents said it could weaken K-12 public education over time.
I totally support the right of parents to choose private religious schools if that's the best path for their families, but those decisions should not be subsidized by public funds and by state taxpayers. I think that issue will generate a significant amount of debate in the upcoming legislative session.
The governor's speech also addressed cutting property taxes for the people of Nebraska, as well as investing in law enforcement. We will have more on this coming up at 6 o'clock.
Sounds good, Veronica. Thank you very much. And as she mentioned, the governor wants to provide millions of dollars to students wanting to go to private schools.
In Iowa, the governor there signed a bill that does that. She signed it yesterday. It uses taxpayer money to help families pay student tuition and other expenses at private schools.
I could not be more excited to sign this bill into law.
Now, the measure sets up education savings accounts for students in K through 12 to use for private schools. It would be about $7,500 per student per year. It will be a 3-year phase-in, eventually allowing every student in the state access regardless of income levels. Republicans definitely supported the bill. Democrats feel the measure was rushed and flawed and against what Iowans want.
Time we're funding students instead of a system. We're rejecting the idea that the answer to improving education is simply pumping more money into the same system year after year without making significant changes.
We don't know how many current public school pupils will attend. We don't know the family incomes of the people who will elect to participate. This is all from LSA. We don't know the local school districts in which those participants are currently enrolled. We don't know how many participants will qualify. We don't know the current and future capacity of the non-public schools.
Governor Reynolds says the state is putting up a special website today. Families can sign up to receive alerts and information as the plan continues to take shape. The Nebraska Legislature Judiciary Committee held hearings today on several bills.
One of them, LB 315, would help survivors of sexual and domestic violence not have to deal with debt collectors from getting treatment for their abuse.
What is happening today is that our system is re-victimizing assault victims through collection notices and threats of collections, and that is why LB 315 is needed.
Survivors of sexual and domestic assault are not supposed to see debt collection notices. They're not even supposed to see medical bills from their treatment, but it still happens sometimes. There is a special state fund that is supposed to pay for that, but some survivors are still receiving debt collection notices and bills.
The legislature has committed already to these survivors that we will not keep them financially liable for seeking medical services as a result of their injuries. And what we've learned is that there's still a gap in this actually happening. And we are still seeing survivors that are being sent to debt collectors. So this is meant to be a step in the direction of making sure that the legislature fulfills its promise to them.
Some testified that the state's special fund to reimburse hospitals and doctors has more than $400,000 in it, but that over half of the applicants are denied. Many are pushing to get that fixed and for more transparency. Now to an update from the Nebraska Department of Labor.
It says job growth for the past year was the greatest for the construction and hospitality fields. It says about 30,000 non-farm jobs were added during the past year. Also, Nebraska's unemployment rate for December is 2.6%. That's up from 2.5 the month before. It was 2.3 a year ago. Nebraska is now 6th in the U.S. with the lowest unemployment rates.
Let's get a check of your weather now with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty, it looks like some folks in the state may be seeing a snowflake here or there.
That's about it, too. Just a few flurries here and there, especially for the western half of the state. Some of that will try to trickle its way east, but overall a pretty quiet satellite and radar with just a few snowflakes in the western half of the state. Cloudy skies out there in some spots, a peak of sunshine every now and then. Let's see, yeah, that's a pretty good looking sunset going on in Beatrice. Schoen's Roofing at 6th and Perkins Street looking pretty nice. It's chilly out there, but a nice looking sunset. 23 degrees in Beatrice, 21 in Wymore, 23 also in Nebraska City. 24 in Lincoln. Cooler temperatures to the north and northeast, 17 in O'Neill, 15 in Norfolk, but everybody else in the 20s and 30s. We do have a wind out there. You probably noticed that today. It was out of the north. Right now it's at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and the wind gusts are around 30 miles per hour, especially for portions of south central and southeastern Nebraska, 31 miles per hour in Lincoln. So because of that, the wind chill has a bite to it. Around 0 in Norfolk, 4 in Omaha, at least it's double digits in Lincoln with 11 and 10 in Nebraska City. So there is a chill in the air, and that will continue tonight. We'll drop into the lower and middle teens by early tomorrow morning, so our wind chill, because the wind won't die off too much, will drop through the single digits to around 0 degrees by early tomorrow morning. So a cold start for the day. It doesn't look like we warm up much for the day tomorrow. More on that in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Rusty. Thank you very much. In other news now, UNL students are participating in an MLK Week of Service. Today, students and other volunteers helped package hunger kits for the Center for People in Need.
The event was in partnership with the United Way of Lincoln and Lancaster County. Students and other volunteers were making hunger kits for people in need to have a quick oatmeal meal. They were making nearly 2,000 kits for the Center for People in Need.
It's a way for us to reach out our hand to somebody else and lift them up throughout the day. Really finding things that you advocate for strongly. If you advocate for food insecurity, this is a great way for you to give back and just really help our community while also learning about what some of the needs are as well.
The Volunteer Service Week continues tomorrow with students helping out at the Food Bank of Lincoln. On Friday, students will be at the Center for People in Need to distribute these kits and other items. And continuing to celebrate MLK Week, UNL's Office of Diversity and Inclusion is holding a celebration tonight.
The event will feature a keynote address from Tommy Smith, who is a world record-breaking gold medal Olympian and civil rights icon. It'll also host the annual Chancellor's Fulfilling the Dream Award. Dinner is also provided. The event starts at 6 o'clock. In international news, as Ukrainian forces enter their 11th month of battling Russia, Germany and the U.S. are announcing new aid packages to Ukraine. These packages include a combined 45 tanks and training to Ukrainian troops.
Ukrainian President Zelensky and the NATO Secretary General saying this is the green light other allies may need to send weapons of their own.
It really is important because it makes it possible for Germany, but also for other European NATO allies to provide Leopard 2 battle tanks to Ukraine, and that will significantly strengthen their combat capabilities, and it demonstrates also the unity and the resolve of NATO allies and partners in providing support to Ukraine.
And back here in the U.S., politicians across the aisle are commending President Biden for acting, saying this could be a turning point for Ukraine, and Ukrainian officials are agreeing.
It's an all-in approach to helping the Ukraine with the weapons they need. It's a turning point in the war. I want to compliment President Biden for apparently we're going to send Abrams too.
Winston Churchill, he told it's a very famous quote, give us the tools, we will finish the job.
Time to get the tanks to Ukraine, but Russian officials say they weren't worried because these tanks will burn up just like any other. Coming up, tornadoes rip through Texas, leaving behind quite a bit of damage.
The details on that and your full forecast after the break. Stay with us.
Severe weather across southeast Texas yesterday with tornadoes ripping through the Houston metro area.
The National Weather Service confirming one tornado by radar, but they're still sorting through more than a dozen reports. The reports are considered preliminary until officials have the National Weather Service actually survey the damage. This is some of the damage in Pasadena, Texas. Electric poles leaning over, debris litters the ground, and buildings are missing siding and roof material.
We have all hands on deck right now, all our neighborhoods, just not this neighborhood, all throughout Pasadena. The tornadoes touched here, touched there, and we're doing everything we can to make sure all our citizens are safe.
Thousands are still without power in the region as the severe weather now makes its way toward Florida and up the East Coast.
Now, your Storm Alert team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
So severe weather in Texas today, but also what can happen this time of year is a lot of snow. And if you remember 2 years ago, Lincoln had almost the highest amount of snow ever recorded. We were just one away. 14.5 inches of snow fell on January 25th, 2021. It did tack on another 0.3 of an inch on the 26th, just after midnight. But that was a heck of a day. And then, if you remember this one, October 97, on the 26th, 13.2. That's third. And then we just, colleague of mine, Dr. Dewey, was able to find a whole lot of records dating way back into the 1800s. So these are fresh, new records here. 12.4 set back in 1945, 1908, 12 inches on February 18th, and 1971, 11.4 inches. So, but second, just 2 years ago. So I know we haven't seen a lot of snow lately, but it can certainly happen. Here's the snow reports from that day, the 25th and 26th. Davie had over 15.5 inches. There's Lincoln with 14.8, 14 in Hickman, Denton, Fairbury, Omaha, all over 12 inches of snow. And we'll continue on here. Aurora, York, Grand Island, Hastings, Holdridge, and Kearney, anywhere from 7 to 12 inches of snow. So I know we haven't seen a whole lot of snow lately for southeastern Nebraska. Central and western Nebraska certainly has, but it'll come. It's just, I don't know, it's just hanging out. Look at this sunset. Honda of Lincoln at 27th and Yankee Hill Road. We finally got some clear skies, and it's giving us a very gorgeous sunset. It's a little on the chilly side though. 22 Yankee Hill Road, 24 at the airport. A little bit of a wind out of the north and west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So wind chills at 2 in Columbus, 3 Wahoo, 4 in Omaha, 2 also in Aurora, York at 5, at least it's double digits in Lincoln. A few flurries just off to the west. Those flurries, according to Stormcast, will try to make their way into central Nebraska by early tomorrow morning. Wouldn't be surprised if you see cloud cover, you may see a flurry or two. I think the better chance, there's a chance right there by late in the morning into the early afternoon on Thursday. Not a very good chance. Here comes the better chance right there. This little wave Thursday night into very early Friday morning will float through our area and give us just a snow shower here and there or a flurry, not going to amount to much. What we are watching is Saturday, still continuing to look like north central and northeastern Nebraska by Saturday afternoon has the best chance for accumulating snowfall. Then it tapers off the closer you get to Interstate 80. So tonight it's going to be cold. We'll see temperatures between 10 and 15 degrees, 13 in Lincoln, 12 in Seward, 12 in York, maybe the warmer spot in Kearney at 17. And then highs tomorrow struggle. We may not get into the lower 30s in some spots, but we'll try for 30 degrees from Columbus, York, Seward, and Lincoln at 30 degrees, Beatrice as well. So a chilly, blustery kind of day on Thursday with a few flurries on and off, especially in the evening into very early Friday. And then we warm up briefly. 42 degrees on Friday. That chance for snow on Saturday, I think the better chance again will be to the north. And that is also going to bring with it some colder temperatures. We're looking at teens for highs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Overnight low temperatures hanging on to that 0 degree mark for dear life. We may drop below 0 in some spots very early Monday and very early Tuesday. And then February comes our way. Looks like some relief starts to make its way back towards us as we head past Groundhog Day. But chance for snow here and there, and then much colder temperatures.
You know, Rusty, being stuck inside this afternoon, it was so nice to see that camera at Honda, Lincoln, to see the sun popping out there.
It's been a while, it seems like.
It has been very gray lately. But all right, thank you very much, Rusty. Some small movements on Wall Street today. The Dow gaining only 10 points. NASDAQ was down 21. S&P also losing a point. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source. Finally tonight, it's that time of the year again, a chance to give a Valentine's gift to your partner or maybe your ex that they will always remember. Name a Cockroach is back. The Bronx Zoo's popular Valentine's special is returning again this year with even more options to choose from, including a roach tumbler, a tote bag, and a virtual encounter with a Madagascar hissing cockroach.
Hissing cockroach. This creepy love bug Valentine's tradition has gained popularity in zoos all across North America. In fact, for example, the San Antonio Zoo is holding its own Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser. You can name a cockroach, a rodent, or a veggie after your ex if you want to. And in Canada, the Toronto Zoo's roach event was so popular that they had to stop taking orders just a few days after launching the campaign. They raised more than $15,000.
Those are some big cockroaches.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just, you know, I guess if you have an ex or something like that, you can come up with all kinds of names, right?
I bet you do. All right, Rusty, can we get a final check of our weather tonight?
Sure. We've got, I got a few cool things to show you here. We've got a time lapse of the cloudy sky from Southeast Community College. I'm going to put this into motion, and you can see the clouds zooming by, but the last few frames, there's the sun. I mean, how about that? And we have temperatures that are doing okay at Southeast Community College. We've got 24 degrees in Lincoln with a north-northwest wind at 17 miles per hour, so a pesky wind chill. 22 in Beatrice, 18 in Columbus. A little colder in Norfolk, though, at 15 degrees with that northwest wind. The wind chill is in the single digits. 19 in York as well as Aurora, but again, that northwest wind has a bite to it. Here's the satellite and radar showing a few flurries in the western half of the state, but you zoom in to southeastern Nebraska and you notice there's that peak of sunshine. It's not going to last. Clouds will filter back in, and if we see some more flurries, it's going to come from our north and west. You can see over by the Black Hills, the western half of South Dakota, quite a few flurries and light snow showers. That will be making its way across the state of Nebraska as we head through the next 24 hours. So flurries possible on Thursday, a little bit warmer on Friday, 42 degrees. A chance for snow on Saturday. I think the better chance will be north, and we cool back down 31 degrees. For tomorrow, 6 a.m., 13 degrees in Lincoln, warming up to around 30 degrees by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that wind should die down just a little bit.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us.
World News with David Muir is up next. We'll see you back here at 6.
With the Channel 8 News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Need a better night's sleep? Come see us. At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, our custom-made mattresses are built to your needs, backed with a lifetime comfort guarantee.